I'm working on a map for the Genesee Valley Greenway, and one of the requests was to put mile markers every mile, and so I needed to place those. And this video is going to go over how I do that. And I use MAPublisher, but I also use a plugin, or not, it's a JavaScript from Nathaniel Kelso that lets me like change all of the symbols at once rather than just using a polygon. So here, I'm just going to come over to my other document, and I'm going to import, open the MAPublisher toolbar, and we're going to use this copy map objects. So I want 2 layers. I want this 182,000 layer. It is, let me make this bigger. Map frame and FOGVG for intervals. So I want this one and this one. It'll just be easier if we use this in a separate file for demonstration purposes. And so I'm going to want to start with 0 up here at the north end and then go down to the southern end. But this line, I'm not going to want any of these lines that aren't part of the main route here. I'm going to lock that and just select all and delete everything else. So I have this, oops, I want to keep the background. Okay, so I have this intervals. I'll unlock everything. And we can use the line segment path utilities. And I'll click on there and use add interval points. So I can use a new layer, and we're going to say the distance is 1 mile. We'll say 1. And the first initial interval, we'll make it 0, and we'll label that. And one of the things, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And we can change the font or whatever we want. But so I just did that, and I did not add a polygon, and I really want a polygon. So I'm going to undo that, come back up to the line, path utilities, and this time for shape I'll do circle, and that's fine. 1 point black stroke. Shape width, I'll make that like 8 point, and I'm not going to worry about that. We'll set all the labels to the same minimum font size, and I need to set this again. 1 mile and 0. Okay, so this time we have these circles around it, and say I create a symbol. So I have a little symbol, and I'll make it just a so we'll just say our symbol looks like this, and I'll make it slightly bigger. Symbols, and I'll just drag it in here. Whoops. Okay, so I have that green symbols, and green square, and I want to make sure that all of these are on the same. I'm going to select same stroke fill and stroke. But I don't want the type. So I'm just going to use the group selection tool. Select same fill and stroke. And I'm going to move these to a new layer. New layer, call it background circles. And just put it there. And then this layer, this point here, I'm going to put on the background circles as well. So I'll drag it up here. So this is the top object on this layer. And I can use Nathaniel's script here. We'll go to other script, and I'll show where to get it. But so we have find and replace graphics centered, and I'll open that. And I didn't select anything, so I need to select. I'm going to lock everything else. Select all, and do that again. And that'll take a second, but it will convert all of these to symbols. And the thing is that I can change those symbols. You know, we can replace this green symbol with the orange symbol because they're, since they're all symbols, which is really convenient. And that's the purpose of this video, really. And let's see, this starts at 0 and just kind of follows the line down to go to about 101, I think. Let's see. Yep, 101. And that is, so that's how I basically set up these circles. And then if my client wants to change like what those look like or something, then I can change it with changing the symbol instance rather than changing everything else. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope it's helpful. If you have any other thoughts, please let me know.